So what I was so interested in is, I think one of my posts talking about working from strengths, you responded, you know, figuring out how to step into my own strengths in my career has totally changed my life. And I'm
Mhm.
curious to understand how that happened, what prompted it, and even what some of the strengths are that you've been able to leverage differently.
Sure, absolutely. So the context was I had actually worked, I'm a career coach and executive coach now, and I had worked as an undergrad in our career services office, and I loved it. Like, but I think the light bulb just hadn't gone off in my head that that was a potential path. It almost felt too easy, if I'm being honest. But I was working in market research for a really small market research organization, and I was doing a lot of data analysis, survey programming, and we did StrengthsFinder as a team. And I was probably about a year and a half into my role and just starting to feel dissatisfied, but everything was good on paper, which was, I think, the confusing thing. I was in this beautiful office in Ventura, overlooked the ocean. I had this cute apart. Like when I looked at my life on paper, it all felt very logical and perfect for lack of a better word, but I just had that sense of dissatisfaction. And so that was there before. And then we did StrengthsFinder as a team. And when I got the results back, they shared the whole team's results with each other and they color coded them based on the different domains. I think domains is the right word. And when I got mine back, I was like, oh, 4 out of my 5 top strengths are all in the relationship domain because my top strengths are like empathy, connectedness, individualization, strategic, and relator. And so all but strategic are all in that relationship domain. And so for me, that was like, I think, a light bulb moment that gave me language to understand what that dissatisfaction was. Like I knew it was there, but it gave it a name, it gave it boundaries, it gave it dimension. And so as I thought about that, it really confirmed my initial exploration and thoughts about going back to get my counseling master's. Because like, well, what's more relational than counseling, right? What's more relational than doing career work with people? And so the seed was already there of what I thought I wanted to do differently, but it really gave confirmation and clarity to it in a different way when I got that result back. And it was like, oh, like that's me. Like that's why I'm so dissatisfied. I still love research. I still love data. I still love that strategic part of my brain. But I realized that that was on top and I was having really minimal relationship work and that was significant and I needed to flip those. And so that's to me what really drove the career change and also why I had a lot of confidence in it. Like it was tough when I was making the change and my supervisors and the company president were like, oh, we'll give you this promotion. Like they're trying to incentivize me to stay, which if I wasn't feeling confident about that change would have been very easy to say, oh, okay, I guess I will. I'll stay, like forget it. But I had a lot of confidence in making the change and looking back, it was one of the best things I ever did.
That's incredible.